Etheria was once a land of living legends. Years ago, young warriors stood together against an immortal evil known as the Old Ones. In the wake of this struggle, these brave heroes resealed the power of the Old Ones within mystical artifacts known as Eternia crystals. For a time, there was peace. Now a mysterious force travels across the land, destroying the Eternia crystals one by one and liberating this ancient evil. Only a handful of crystals remain. After 5 years of war, even the most powerful strongholds in Etheria succumbed to the onslaught of the Old One's army. Leaders and champions from across the realm are forced to put aside their differences and band together to form the Defense Council. With their options dwindling, the Council decides to gather the remaining Eternia crystals and seal them within the fortified kingdom of Dragonfall. After a long and uneventful journey, the heroes are the first to arrive. They look forward to storing the crystal behind the protected walls of Dragonfall. And finally, getting some rest.
Hello friends and foes, I'm Alex, aka Tallishmas, and today I will be playing Dungeon Defenders 2 on the Xbox One edition. Man, it's been a while since I played the first game, back on the 360, so it's really exciting to see that they came out with the second game. I actually got it a day early, but last time I have this content here a day late, but the game was supposed to come out on June 20th. But apparently, it was released on the store early, actually, by accident, I assume. So I managed to grab it early. But other than that, I'm gonna see what it's all about. But since it's been such a while and I want to see what's different, I'm going to the tutorial area. So far it's much better loading screens and stuff. And they added dialogue, so that's not bad. So learning the basics will not be hard. I know Trinity makes good games often, so I'm gonna see what this is all about, and hopefully you guys can come and get it. Just to let you know, unlike the first game, this game is actually free to play, so if you want, you can come take a look at it, and it never hurts to play something that is for free. Dungeon Defenders 2 is much like your first predecessor, in which you are tower defensing. You need to build towers to defend whatever the enemies are going through. The doors over there, I often refer to them as lanes. And each lane is, well, it's self-obvious that the lines show you where the enemies will go. But it's basically ideal to use many different characters to make a different setup for each match. That way, when doing so, you can hold off the enemies efficiently, because you can use one set of characters, but if you have a mix of defenses from each character, it's going to really help your abilities in battle. I'm not used to this combat system, so I might as well try my best. But a lot of people, when they played this game, from what I'm seeing, they're kind of low level so far. So if you guys haven't gotten the game, there's always time to catch up. And honestly, from my experience when playing this game, it was actually pretty fun. So I definitely would want you guys to at least give it some time to check it out. at least go through a dungeon or so, and then tell me how you think about the game. And the most important part is to just have fun when gaming. That's all you need to do. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do commentary for the whole playthrough of this game or not. It'll just depend, because I hanged out with some of my friends and we did some dungeon crawling too. And really, I don't know. So this video will have commentary, but I'm not sure about the next parts. I'll have to decide on that. But on the bright side, they actually came out with a game, and let's just get this started. So the back button, opposite pause, starts up your wave, so that's good to know. Now, this game was previously prior on PC 2 years ago when they first started it, so my friends, who you'll see in the later parts, one of them wanted to start doing all the builds, so I have no objections to that. These enemies are not a problem at all. Yeah! Alright, let's kick up the pace. Next build phase. I am assuming they're going to want some bowling ball turrets or something to hold off because we got blockade. Rule number 1. Never put your defenses that attack the enemies in front of the blockade. Always put them behind. It should be self-explanatory, but when I played this game, a lot of people didn't seem to understand that concept. Or actually, a lot of people didn't even know how to properly do strategy. I'm not gonna bash on them or say any names, but honestly, your towers will do most of the work, people. Just a little heads up. For those who don't know, of course. So simply, I'm just getting used to these controls since I'm not really used to them. Well, it won't take that long to get known to them. So for the sake of this, I'll just have 3 cannonball towers, and we will head on right into battle. Since this battle has 2 lanes, it's not going to be even hard of a map. I bet the cannonball towers can take care of all of them by themselves. But for the sake of the battle, I am going to war single-handedly. Honestly, if I had to choose, I'd rather use Huntress or a different class for DPS rather than the Squire. You know, speaking of which, I feel like I might want to choose a different character then for this next wave. Let's see. Perhaps I'll switch my character to Huntress then, for the sake of showing it off. Alright, let's see. It says, but you can handle it. Call your allies by hot swapping. Alright, so this will also work for your character deck. For the other 4 characters, you cannot hot swap, I don't think, in combat phase, but you are able to do it while you are in build phase. So we're switching off to our Huntress. If you are not aware, unlike the first game, your characters actually grew up over the time they were building this game, so I thought that was kind of nice. Because honestly, I didn't want to have our characters be children again. It's much nicer to see them as, I believe they might be teenagers or adults. For the sake of this, let's just assume they are teens. Just bear with me. It's time to fight this war. The enemies are infiltrating the lane. Take them down. But do try a variety of defenses and stuff. It's a really fun game in my opinion. Okay. So I feel as if this is going to be an actually easy... Well, actually it might be easy in the beginning, but knowing Trendy and how they play their games out, this game is going to require a lot of grinding, much like the first. Because in the first game, if you want to do the hardest difficulties and stuff, if you like grinding, this is a game that you'll probably like. Not saying that you do a lot of grinding, because you can find a lot of good gear easily, but there's definitely a grind if you want to be at the top. And just a little heads up to know what you're getting into. Definitely another improvement for this game is also the loading screens. The first game only had one loading screen, and it got old real quick.
Reserved outside of battle, the apprentice truly shines when blasting back enemies with bursts of chilling ice and explosive fire. As a master element, the Lavamancer carries with him the undying flame.
Alright, this is cool.
The
We
Dryad,
got 10 different characters
With the
instead of the
invasion
original 4.
the Gunwitch gleefully. Series EV2. Ruthlessly. Noble and
Alright, so we start out with 2 original classes.
enter a fight and the last standing. Charging headfirst
let's
into any
see.
situation.
I definitely want to be a squire, because that's why I first started out on DD1.
Perhaps a little to overwhelm his enemy.
It's nice that we get different customization of skins, but I think we have to buy those, and I'm not spending real money on this game.
Destroying and slicing incoming enemies.
Alright, for the sake of this, I'm gonna name this by my gamertag name. I think that'll be easiest. I'm sure this game will accept it. Talishmas. Let's see. Bear with me, guys, I'm typing it in. So it's poor taste. So I don't think we can use our gamertag, so in that case I'm going to use the gamertag, but I'm going to mix it up just a tiny bit, see if that works. Talamas maybe. Let's try that. I don't know, it might have been a little mistake. Okay, so it doesn't work. If it doesn't work again, I'll just try Talishmas one more time. And if that doesn't work, we'll just go with my name. I think that'll be much easier and less complicated. You know, I'll do all my characters with a similar type of name, but not exactly the same. So let's see, Talishmas one more time. If it doesn't work, we'll use Alex. I wish we could use our gamer tags. Not namer tags. Alright, that worked just fine. So this must be a town, which is a social hub, which means the private area will be a tavern. Alright, so that's not bad at all. Are these real players? Let's find out. If I swing at him, I bet he'll fire back. Alright, yeah, they're definitely real players. I don't know why they're standing around for. They should be busy defending Etheria. But nevertheless, I can't sit around all day with you mages. I'm gonna have fun in my own way. I'm gonna explore this place. And then the next video, I shall actually do some dungeon crawling with friends. Alright, so let's see what the Knight Commander wants. Wait, is that my dad? I think that is the Squire's dad, actually, now thinking about it. Okay, so Defender Medals. Basically, you can earn these in missions, or if you're done with the campaign, you'll be able to earn them through daily challenges.
Is an experienced wildlife hunter and trapper.
And I'm not gonna spend real money to earn the other characters. I'm gonna legitly go get Defender Medals from missions, and that's how I'm going to unlock my other characters.
Wildlife hunter and trapper, having ventured deep into the wilder depths of Etheria. Across her travels, she's perfected deadly traps and snares,
so,
testing them against terrible
since we're
beasts
using a
and
Huntress
the
and
like.
I'm gonna use
She
Alex,
throws
I'm
the
gonna
dead.
change the name a little
Huntress
bit.
answers the call to battle with a volley of deadly arrows. She never misses her mark.
Alright, let's try Alexa. I can't use the puns now. We'll just go simple Alexa. It works. Alright, so all my characters will be named similar to my name, just for the sake of convenience. Alright, so the warboard. Let's see. Alright, so this is where we can access our campaign, apparently. So, a lot of people were actually asking me questions, well, in-game, how they can actually start up a match. I'm like, that's kind of obvious, but for the sake, we're just going to tell you guys how it works. Let's see, what is this place? Francisco. Alright, so I guess this is where some DLC or such is. So Defender Medals You can earn those in-game. Let's see. I'm not interested in buying anything today. I just want to look around and explore. Let's see what this guy wants to say. Okay, I'm not even bothering with shops because I doubt I can get anything anyways. I just completed the tutorial. But since it can't hurt, I'll just do some exploring. Ooh, a mailbox. So I assume this is where Trendy might notify us, or we could redeem stuff. That's my assumption. Alright, close enough. So apparently, Trendy, I think they're going to have special events in the future, and that's probably how we're going to get some of our... I don't know, that's just an assumption. Okay. Alright, so this makes sense. So guys, you cannot access some of these shops and get some of their stuff until you probably further yourself into a campaign, which is kind of self-explanatory. You need to do more of the campaign. Can we actually fall and die? It's a stupid idea, but it just teleports you back. It's just, I don't know. I'm wondering if the map has environmental effects. It works. Alright. So they definitely made improvement on this game compared to DD1, which you were limited in space. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little more explaining. I know it was a long video, getting things started up and just learning the basics. Next time we're going to get into some real action. So I hope you guys stay tuned and have a great time. This was Alex, and you guys take care.